Good morning to everyone. Myself N. Kalpana. I'm from Sri GK Jain Higher Secondary School, Royapuram. For more educational video, please subscribe our YouTube channel.
Today for the 12th standard I am going to explain the lesson is coordination chemistry, and the topic is coordination numbers as well as the oxidation state. In the previous video we discussed about the important definitions about coordination sphere, what is a coordination entity, how to find the ligands, what is a counter ion, all those things we discussed in the last class. So first we have to move on to the coordination number. So how to find the coordination number based on the number of ligands. If 6 ligands are means, what is the coordination number? 6 is the coordination number. Let's see with the example. Here K4FNCCN 6 is there. Here Cn will act as a ligand. So how many ligands are there? 6 ligands are there. What is the coordination number? 6. But it is not applicable for all the things. There is an exception will be there. Let's see that. Here only C will be bonded with the central metal atom. Only one electron is bonded with the central metal atom. So number of you can directly count the number of ligands, but in the some other cases one ligands it will be bonded, it will be donating the electron in a two ways, donating the 2 electrons. Okay, for that how can you calculate? See, let's see the example. Here how many ligands are there? 3 ligands are there. 1 2 3. Okay, so what is the coordination number? Actually the coordination number means it will be 3, but it is not the actual coordination number. Then how can you calculate the coordination number? Because here one ligand is donating the 2 electron. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So what is the coordination number? 6. Okay, so this is the other way for that. If they are ligands directly donating 1 electrons will be donating means you can be calculate directly number of ligands, but in few cases if it is not means you have to calculate it how many donor atoms is there. So based on the donor atom only you have to count the coordination number. Let's see with the example. In few cases the ligands are not directly given as such name like Cn, NH3, because if it is take it as a lengthy long chain of carbon, a long chain of compound means if the naming it should be long means they have been given in the short way like En, like EDTA likewise. Okay, let's see that those compounds. Example NiEN3Cl2. So En, what is it? Brief of En? It is a ethylene diamine. Okay, for the ethylene diamine only they have been shortly given En. Okay, so how many ethylene diamine are there? 3 ethylene diamine. Can we put coordination number is 3? No, it is not like as a, it is a, we have to calculate at the donor atom. Let's see with the formula. So diamine, ethylene means CH2 double bond only. Diamine, 2 amine groups are attached to the ethylene one. So CH2, CH2, NH2, NH2. So here one nitrogen will be bonded, here one nitrogen will be bonded. Here this formula is only for one ethylene diamine. For one ethylene diamine there is a 2 nitrogen atoms have been bonded to the central metal atom. So if 2 nitrogens are donor electrons means if here it will be take it as a 3 ethylene diamine. So 3 into 2 6. So 6 donors are there. So what is the coordination number? 6. Have you all understand? Here if they in the question itself they are directly given 3 ethylene diamine without calculating anything. If just calculating the number of ligands means you just put it as a 3, but it is a wrong. If they are given like this means like ethylene diamine En, OX, EDTA likewise, no, you have to write the full formula for that compound, then you have to calculate how many number of ligands over there. So based on the number of donor atoms only you have to calculate the coordination number. It is not the 3, the coordination number for this compound is not 3, it will be 6. Okay, let me do it with the other one. EDTA. What is the full form of EDTA? Ethylene diamine tetraacetate. So ethylene diamine formula you already known that CH2NH2, CH2NH2. Okay, tetraacetate. How can you derive the acetate? Nothing is acetic. You know the formula for acetic acid, CH3COOH. You have removed that H in that. It is the acetate. Okay. How many acetates are there? Tetra. 4 acetate are there. What is the formula for acetate? CH3COOH. It is derived from the acetic acid only. Okay. So tetra means 4 acetate are there. So 4 acetate, it will be combined with the ethylene diamine. You will be getting these structure. So this is the ethylene diamine. So how many number of ligands are there? Number of donor atoms are there? Here 4 already is there. Here 2, for nitrogen 2 is there. So totally it should be 6 is there. If the EDTA it is being given means how many numbers of EDTA? EDTA means it has been calculated as a 6 number. Okay. Then we move on to the OX. Again, OX, what is the full form of OX? It is the oxalate. Again, the same concept of acetate. No, get it from the acetic acid. Likewise, oxalate, get it from the oxalic acid. Formula for oxalic acid, COOH, COOH. You have to remove the H from that. So what is the formula for oxalate? COO bond COO. Here the formula for oxalate C2O4. Okay. And you have to see before calculate the oxidation number, you have to count whether the ligands are unidentate, bidentate or tridentate or tetradentate. Based on that only you have to know that the oxidation number correctly. Okay. Here ethylene diamine and oxalates are didentate and EDTA are tetradentate. 4 ligands are present here. Not 6 ligands, 6 donors atom. Finally, you will be finding 6 only. Okay. And next one, let's see with that calculations. Here, C use NH3Cl and Bri. So based on ligands, how many ligands are there? Ammonia. Ammonia is a uniligand one, unidentate only. So 3 ammonia is there. 3 plus chlorine 1, bromine 1, iodine 1. So 3 plus 3 it will be 6. You have to calculate only the ligands, not the counter ion. Okay. See, let's see here. It is ethylene diamine. Already what is the meaning of ethylene diamine? It is a didentate. So 2. Well, how many ethylene diamines are there? 2 is there. 2 2s are 4. Water molecules 2 is there. 4 plus 2, 6. What is the coordination for number for this compound? Ethylene diamine, it is you have to count it as 2. 2 into 2, 4. 4 plus 2, 6. Then for this FeEDTA. So based on the number of ligands. If it is EDTA means what is the coordination number? We have find that here. It is be 6. So 6 is the coordination number. So this is the way you have to find the coordination number. Have you all understand? So this is a very important concept. And next we move on to find the oxidation number or oxidation state for the central metal atom. Okay, let's see oxidation number and the oxidation state. It will be always indicating in the IUPAC name. When you are writing the IUPAC name for the complex compound, the oxidation state of the central metal atom, it is always in the Roman letter. If it is 2 means, if it is 3 means, you have to indicate it in the Roman letter. Let's see with the formula net charge. Okay, what is the net charge? See here 4 minus is given. No, it is the 4 minus is for the whole complex compound. Whole compound for only 4 minus is there. That is the net charge. Net charge equal to oxidation state of central metal atom. We don't know the oxidation state. This only we have to find that. So let it be X. So oxidation state of central metal atom plus number of ligands. See here how many number of ligands are there? 6 ligands are there. Next one, charges of the ligands. So if it is a sign, it means neutral, negative ion, anion, minus 1 is the charges. So first one you have to know the net charge, then how many number of ligands and what is the charges of the ligands. So from that only you have to calculate the oxidation number. Let's see with the example. First one is for this compound only we have taken FeCN6 4 minus. What is the net charge here? 4 minus. It is 4 minus. What is the oxidation state? We don't know. Let it be X plus. How many number of ligands are there? 6 ligands are there. 6 into, what is the charges of ligands? It is minus 1. So 6 minus 1 is minus 6. X minus 6 equal to minus 4. X equal to, it will be goes on here means the symbol will be changed, the sign will be changed. So minus converted into plus. So x equal to minus 4 plus 6. So you will be getting plus 2. What is the charges of Fe in this compound? It is plus 2. How can you represent? It is represent in the Roman letter of 2 while writing the IUPAC. And the next compound is CONH3,5Cl. If whatever number of ligands you have to calculate it, that number also. Okay, let's see here. Here it will be having a two types of ligands are present. So CO, so let it be X. We don't know the central metal atom. We are finding the oxidation state of central metal atom for this only. So let it be X plus. How many ligands are there? 5 ammonia is there. So 5 into ammonia is the neutral ligands. So let it be 0 plus, how many chlorine are there? Is there 1 chlorine is there. 1 into, what is the charges for chlorine? It is a minus 1. So 5 plus, 5 into x plus 5 into 0, 0. 1 into minus 1, minus 1. Overall charges it has been given plus 2. So let it be 3. What is the oxidation state of cobalt in this complex compound? It will be plus 3. In the IUPAC you have to mention it in the Roman letter. So let's see, here the charges are, the net charge have been given, but in few cases the net charges is not being given. For that cases what we have to do? K3FeCN6, here the charges is not given. We have to find the charges. How? Because here if the complex under the dissociation means, how it will be like that here. So K3 plus, if it is plus means the other substance, then only it will be in the neutral way. Okay, so if it is plus 3 means here it should be minus 3. Have you all understand? For most of the cases the net charges have been given, but in few cases if it is not given means you have to find the charges based on the counter ion. Have you all know the counter ion? The atom which is present outside the square bracket, it is called as a counter ion. So based on the counter ion we have to find the net charges of the coordination compound. Okay, so here what is the net charges? Minus 3 is the net charges. How can you find? Based on the counter ion. Counter ion, the plus 3 is the charges and the other one will be the minus 3. So what is the oxidation state of Fe? We don't know. Let it be X. How many ligands are there? 6 ligands are there. 6 into Cn, charges for Cn, it is minus 1. So X minus 6 equal to minus 3. X equal to minus 3 plus 6. So X equal to plus 3. What is the oxidation number of Fe in this compound? It will be plus 3. In the IUPAC you have to write it in the Roman letters. And next one. Here it is also same thing. ZnCl4. X. Zn will be considered as X. The net charges it should be minus. How many ligands are there? 4 ligands are there. Chlorine it should be minus 1. X minus 4 equal to minus 2 and X equal to plus 2 is the oxidation state. And last one, in few cases the charges is not been given. We have to find based on the counter ion only. But see here, there is no counter ion is there and the charges is not also been indicating here. Then what should we do? Let it be neutral only. If the charges, if it is not been ionic compound, it is not been, the charges is not given, the ionic counter ion is also not been, means it is a neutral only. Let's see that nickel, we don't know that. Let it be X plus, how many ligands are there? 4 ligands are there. 4 into carbonyl, it should be 0. So 4 into 0 equal to, there is no charges and there is no counter ion. So we let it be, the net charges be 0. Have you all understand? Here in this compound there is no net charges will be given, and as well as here there is no counter ion is also not there. So what should be given the net charges? Let it be 0. So carbonyl is also 0. So 4 0 0 0. So what is the oxidation state of these compound? It should be 0 only. So this is the way you have to find the oxidation number. Thank you.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.